Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I am here to unbox Tales for Tomorrow, Lenormand by NJ Cullinane, and also The Unfinished Business, A Ghostly Tarot. These came in as pre orders. I pre ordered them last year, and they released this year. Now, MJ, we're going to unbox them both. So we'll start with the Tales for Tomorrow, Lenormand. So, as far as links in the description box, what I will put below is her I'll put her whole website so that you can go. She does pre-orders for her decks now. She's doing all of her decks are indie now, and she's only doing pre-orders. So you'll just have to kind of get on her mailing list and see if she's going to release anything again. But I did want to kind of show them just in case they do, and she does, and you guys kind of want to see what's up. So this is the Tales for Tomorrow Lenormand. It comes in a soft touch matte box. They feel very soft. Oh my goodness, so nice. Like faux suede or something. Cardboard on the inside. It comes with a guidebook. This is a normal size, the like her normal size deck boxes. So it came split like this. I don't know if you saw that when I was taking it out of the box. So that's how it came. I don't know if I'll keep this like that. We'll see. It does fit in there nicely though. This is the book. Let's take a look. All right. So you got her list of decks, and then it says this enchanting deck is designed to bridge the mystical gap, allowing you to witness unfolding stories and discern what future holds. Similar to tarot, and then it talks about Lenormand. Okay, similar to tarot, Lenormand operates on a fixed system where each of the 36 cards consistently embodies the same meanings and symbols across all decks. It diverges from tarot's intricate symbolism and subjective interpretations, favoring a more direct and literal approach. Um, let's see. The guidebook will provide the Tales for Tomorrow deck's card meanings, yet the narrative you weave is entirely yours. And she talks about how to prepare your deck. Um, she talks about the playing card correspondences here, the playing card insets. Oh, she calls them insets too. I was so, I have been, people have been calling them inserts. I heard somewhere, and then it made me think that I was saying it wrong. Because I'm completely self-taught when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I thought, oh, maybe they're called playing card inserts and not insets. I've always called them insets, but she calls them insets too. So maybe that's just like a tomato kind of thing. All right. So it says included on each card as a reminder of traditional cards used in cartomancy and reflects older methods of divination. That so they are going to be playing card insets. She gives some spreads and then gets right into the cards. There's no picture. It just says writer, and then it does give the inset 9 of hearts. It gives some keywords: message, news, swift action, and travel. I'll just hold that up so you can see it a little bit better. And then it talks about what the writer stands for, and then it looks like it compares it to other cards. So we'll pick a card or two and read that after we go through the book. And in the end, that's it. That's the whole thing. And there's MJ. It's stapled together, so that's kind of how that one is. Okay, so let's get the cards out of here and we'll take a look. So they are on the same slick. If you have any of her other indie decks, these are on that same kind of slick card stock. It's like a semi matte. Yeah, it's matte, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it, and they're very slick. I like this cardstock, especially for a Lenormand deck. Let me just get this zoomed in for you. Okay, so here are the backs. I think these backs are freaking gorgeous. Oh my goodness, stunning. I love I don't know, they look ancient, like some sort of ancient mystical symbol from some movie or some, I don't know, astro. I don't know. They feel Indiana Jones. They're giving Indiana Jones or some shit, and I love it. I'm here for it. So let's see. So we have the rider. Oh, I like the nice big. So there's a number and a heart. I don't know if we'll have like a picture for the face cards, but I do like these playing card insets. It looks like she designed the hearts on her own, and they're very pretty. The diamonds, they feel like I don't know, they just feel like playing cards, like nicely designed playing cards. So we have our rider. It's a girl on a horse in a field, the clover with the flower. The ship with an iceberg or some, I don't know, there's some dolphins here. I'm here for all of this. I like her art style. It's very busy. So I wonder what this is going to be like for reading Lenormand, because when you're I don't read Lenormand with a whole lot of cards. Usually I'm not a big grand tableau reader. But if I was a grand tableau reader, this might seem a little busy to me. I don't know. I haven't laid it out yet, so I can't be sure. It's the tree, the clouds. We do have a dark side and a light side. There's our snake. Love the snake crawling around the sword. Dishonest communication. And there's black flowers there. There's lots of symbolism. Let's read about the snake. Let's see if it talks about the layers that she put. This is number 7. All right, so here it is for, we're very close. Sorry, the cards are small. There it is for yourself if you want to read it. It says, Queen of Clubs, deception, betrayal, or temptation. The snake card may indicate the presence of deceit, disloyalty, and seduction within a situation. When the snake appears, form of deception is at play in your life. Someone may be lying, or it could indicate that you are less than truthful with yourself or others. There's also the potential for betrayal or treachery. The snake may serve as a warning to be careful of the people around you, or a signal that you may need to reevaluate your relationships and the people you trust. Temptation or seduction may impact the situation when the snake slithers into the story. Someone or something may divert you from your goals or lure you into circumstances that are not in your best interest. The snake card also brings complexity of difficulty in a particular area, indicating hidden information or factors you are unaware of. Often seen as a warning to be careful, the snake card is a sign to be more cautious or to reevaluate your relationships and goals. It's a good solid, um, it's a good solid meaning, or description of the snake meaning for Lenormand. So that would be good for a beginner like me to follow along. It doesn't talk about the symbolism in the cards, which I wish it did. Because what I'm wondering is about these black roses. You know what I mean? And like why? So yeah, I'm not good with flowers. I don't know much about them, so it would be helpful to me. So this is the bouquet, number 9, the coffin. Cute. I like this. Whatever is going on this coffin is it's very goth. I like it. Scythe with the raven, maybe, or a crow. The whip. Birds. I don't see any birds. Oh, you know what? They look like leaves to me. I wish those birds were bigger. Yeah, this looks like a tree to me. I would if it wasn't labeled, I would not see birds in this. My eyes are bad and this is small and those birds are really tiny. I wish they were bigger. It would have been nice if she would just put some bigger birds on here. Um, Child, because that's going to be confusing. This child is cute. It's the reason I bought the deck. I could not, I could not buy this deck and have this little cute little child card in here. Fox, like the colors in this one. Bear, stars, pretty. Stork. Yeah, yeah, these are cute. I like these. I love this dog. I'm thinking about getting her dog tarot. If you have her dog deck, from US Game Systems, let me know in the comments below how it's reading for you, how the guidebook is. Give me the tea because I'm curious about it. Mountain it's on my radar. Paths, I like this path. There's a rabbit jumping across. There's a rabbit. Get to it, get to it. I'm late. I'm late. Mice. Are these mice? They're like rats to me. At the trash can, definitely rats. Those are rats. Heart. This is like an anatomical heart. I feel like I saw this heart in a different deck. Um, Is this like the lover's card from the Crow Tarot or something? Let me know if you have. I don't have the Crow Tarot, but I feel like I've seen this composition somewhere. Ring, beautiful ring. Oh, it's pretty with the roses. A book with a feather. Ooh, I like it. A letter. I wish it was bigger, but it's there. The good news is that the titles are prominent on the cards, so that could help. We'll lay them out at the end and see what we think. Man, woman. There's only one man, one woman. We don't have the option to add in the people or um, change out the sexes of the other person in the reading. So just be aware of that. Lily doesn't bother me. It just I have lots of Lenormand texts, and I have plenty that have double men, double women, and some have multiples of each. So I just know that I can't use this one in that way. Here's the sun. Here's the moon with the like a is that a whale or a mermaid? My first guess was mermaid. My mind went to mermaid. Um, key, pretty. Ooh, look at that doorknob. It's so pretty. Little tiny bird, giant key, giant doorknob. Fish. These are pretty too. I like the goldfish. Anchor. And the last one is the cross. The backs again. Okay, so these are about the size of a bicycle playing card. I don't have one on hand to show you, but if you're looking at them up against a regular size tarot card, this is their size. They are a good deal shorter and a little bit more narrow than a tarot card. They're poker sized. Let's give them a shuffle. Now, because they were in two different packs, they are split here. So I'm going to shuffle them and see if that comes out. I think it probably will. They do have a little bit of a strong smell. So if you're sensitive to smells, it doesn't bother me. What I do is I just leave them out in the open air for a couple of weeks, and that usually dissipates, but it doesn't completely dissipate. So just be aware that it does have like a ink smell. Yeah, and the split definitely came out. All right, so let's give them a layout and see what we get. The tower, the scythe, the sun, the rats, the book. Okay, so far so good. I can see those images. They are busy. It's a busy deck. I think I knew that going in though. Here's heart. Heart is a little bit hard to catch because it's not a regular heart. Clouds, the whip, and the snake. All right. So, okay. So my first thought is that the clouds don't look like clouds to me. They look like clouds when I'm just looking at the card. There's clouds in a lot of these cards. So in this card, what I'm looking for, I find myself looking for what else is in the card because there's so many other things in all these other cards. So the clouds get lost for me. Let's see if there's another card that I'm losing in the busy of it all. Okay, all of those look all right. We got the garden, the clover. Sorry, they're getting a little crooked because they're slippy. The stork, pretty stork. Yeah, they're busy. The ring, the cross, the child, moon, letter. The letter definitely gets lost. I knew it would. It's too small. And the dog and the bear. Yep, those are good. Tree and the birds. Yeah, looks like a tree. So the three that are getting lost for me are the birds, the clouds, and the letter. The rest are fine, but like I said, they are quite busy. So I do love these playing card insets, though. Those are popping out for me. So I may use them to help me practice my playing cards associations. So I do love it. I love the way it looks. I think they're cute. We read one of the guidebook entries already. So we're just going to move on to the next deck. So this box doesn't have any thumb hole cutouts. I'm definitely having trouble getting it open here. So just be aware of that. I'm probably going to put this in something else, to be honest. Matter of fact, let me see. Yeah, I have this. I'm probably just going to drop it in here. Yeah, perfect. So there we go. This box away, and we're good to go. All right. Next up is the unfinished business, a ghostly tarot. Oh man, if you've been following her on Instagram before she I think she has some issues with her Instagram account. She was posting these, and oh my goodness, at first they were supposed to be released mass market, and honestly I was a little disappointed. Not that I don't love that she had mass market decks. I do love it when indie decks go mass market, but I have a good collection of her decks, and I just kind of like having the indie version of them, so that I keep like a consistency in the box sizes and stuff, so I can keep them all together. It's a very personal thing. So I was excited to see that this was not just going mass market, and that it was going to be indie. I thought first, but it looks like it's just going to be indie. So like I said, if you want a copy of this one, you'll have to get on her waiting list, or her wish, or her um her email list, so you can find out when the next printing will be. The box for this first printing is a little off. It's a little off center. I noticed that. So hopefully that'll be fixed in the second edition. So we got a thank you card. Now the cards for these are she's changed the cardstock. It's the same as the Raven's Dream. If you have the Raven's Dream tarot, it's the same cardstock. The box is also the soft touch mat, as well as this book. In the Lenormand deck, the book was not soft touch mat, but this one is. And the cards are a soft touch mat. These are the backs. Pretty. This also looks very Indiana Jones. I'm here for all of the all of the archaeological backs, right? They look a little, I don't know. This kind of looks a little Mayan, maybe, or Incan or something, but with that eye, maybe even Egyptian. Right. So the guidebook is a thick one. She's thick. This is very thick. I don't think that I have another of her decks that has a guidebook this thick. The the um the writing is about the same size as all of her other indie decks. It's a little bit small, but I can read it. But it is a little small. This is a different font than this. This is definitely smaller than this. So just know that. Um, I think I'm gonna read about the deck as I flip through the cards. So we'll just skip over that. It looks like there's something in here about reversals, her approach to reversals, how to use your deck. She gives this yes, no, maybe section. There's some what do you call it? Spread. There's a spread, two spreads. It looks like there's single card and then this one. And then there's questions for the major arcana. These are in all of her indie decks. And then you get to the Fool, which we'll read once we flip through the cards, so we can get a feel for how the guidebook reads. I always like to start with the Fool in these books, because these books are stories. They're usually stories, and they're usually continuous stories from the Farhaxa on through the every deck that I have since that one. I've seen that the guidebooks have been like a continuous story, so it's good to start with the Fool. So we'll start with the Fool. But before we do that, let's look at the cards. Okay, so I just went through the cards, and I wanted to just pop back around and say that there are some cards in this deck that could be a little bit triggering for people who have sensitivities to the subject around death. So, in dying in various ways, I would say if that is something that you're sensitive to, then this is your chance to kind of dip out. I just wanted to give people an opportunity. I'm not here to traumatize people. I really just like to keep it very light over here. So, I think that I just wanted to just say that really quickly, just in case you need to know. And now I will pop you back into the video. So I'm going to read the About This Deck section while I flip through the cards. Sorry, my neighbor just started mowing his lawn, but we got to push forward. So if you can hear that, I apologize. So it says, ghosts are all around us. Look for them and you will find them. Ruskin Bond. About this deck. In the ethereal realms of the unknown, where echoes of the past linger like morning mist, unfinished business, a ghostly tarot, unfolds its unique nature. More than a mere divination tool, this deck acts as a bridge to the lives of 79 spirits intricately woven into the fabric of the tarot. Each card is a vibrant reflection of a spirit that encapsulates a chapter of their existence. These cards are not just artistic representations, but narratives of lives that resonate with our archetypal journeys, yet marked by a poignant distinction. The spirit's paths, some are characterized by unfulfilled aspirations and abrupt conclusions, while others serve as guides. Both serve to help you uncover unrealized potentials. Interacting with these cards, you engage with a tapestry of incomplete destinies. The spirit's persistent endeavors find echoes in our lives, fostering a space for introspection, learning, and growth. Each reading becomes a dialogue with the beyond, where spirits share their wisdom, offer caution, and impart insights. Unfinished Business, a Ghostly Tarot, is an invitation to both seasoned tarot enthusiasts and curious newcomers. It beckons you to explore the unresolved stories of these spirits. Through this journey, you are encouraged to cover the significance of their lost dreams, to uncover the significance of their lost dreams and learn from the paths they could not tread. This deck brings up subjects that may cause emotions to surface. Although many of the cards offer a comedic relief, there are others that touch upon heavy issues. If you're feeling overwhelmed by depression or battling addiction, please know that you are not alone and your feelings are valid. It's important to remember that both depression and addiction are treatable, and reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. There are numerous resources available to provide you with the support and care you need. Whether it's talking to a trusted friend, consulting a healthcare professional, or joining a support group, taking that first step towards help can make a significant difference. Your journey to healing and recovery is important, and there are people ready to stand by your side. Don't hesitate to seek the assistance you deserve. And then there is a number here for a website to call. And then it talks about reversals. All right, and her take on the cards. All right, so that is the About the Deck. Let me see. So I like this Knight of Wands and the hot air balloon. Looks like he's gonna fall out of that though, doesn't it? Queen of Wands. Lots of fire there. She's some sort of star, huh? Circus star. Um, the King. He's a director. Did these people die in a fire, I wonder? Ace of Cups. I like the way she illustrates bones. Two of Cups. So this is, I think, the most peoply deck that I have from her. My other decks, I have the cat one. I have crows. I have ravens. And I have one that has fairies that, they're people adjacent, but they're not that, they're fairies, they don't look like people. They look like fairies and mermaids and things. They have different color skin and different shaped. They have like horns and things. So this is definitely more peoply. And I like the way she illustrates the people. It's nice to see. Ten of Cups. Look at that. I love all of these pictures on the wall. Page of Cups. The Knight. The Swan. The Queen. It's like she passed and then when she came back, she was young again, maybe. And who's in the pictures? I see her cat there. She loved her cat. Here's a king. Kind of the same. Was that her husband? Were they? No. The walls look like similar, but they weren't in pictures together. So I don't know. I would love to hear. I can't wait to read about the stories um, that go along with these people. I remember when I was following this on Instagram, reading some of the stories, and they were just really good and intriguing. And how she comes up with all this, I'll never know. I know she was saying her daughter was helping her with some coming up with some of the stories and stuff. It's just apparently a lot of imagination running through that house. Um, so I'm excited to read this thick, thick guidebook. There's the Seven of Swords. What's happening here? The bar. Huh. The eight. Uh-oh. That's not looking good at all. The nine. There could be some triggering images in here for some people, I think. Um, the 10 might make a little disclaimer. Drop in a disclaimer before this all starts. The Page of Swords. The Knight. All different kinds of people doing different things. They look like they're from different time periods, from different places. They're in different locales. I love the way the kings and the queens feel like they could be in the same place. Um, I cannot say the same about the whole court, although maybe those two. I love this. I love this Page of Swords. I wonder how she died. Did she just kind of slip, fall, or did they take her out? Um, Page of Swords is one of my favorite cards. So I always, whenever I love the Page of Swords, it helps me love the deck. Ace of Pentacles. The pentacles are red too. Wow. Okay, so they're black here. Three. It's the Three of Pentacles, but there's four people in this picture. And there's four people and a cat. A four. Love it. The five. This is really pretty. I love that how she brought that into the real life, into the now, or more current life, I guess I should say. Six of Pentacles. Hmm. Is this like transfusion or like she's what is it called when you transplant? Something like that. Seven. The eight. Beautiful. I like the music. I like it. The nine. Look at that. She got her in there. Butterflies. I wish I knew more about plants. The 10, I'm going to have to learn some about plants and to read this deck because I can see there's a lot of this one and the Lenormand. And I just got the Erica's Lenormand of Hope also has a lot of plant stuff in there. Although her guidebook actually explains the plants. So maybe I'll learn something there once I get to reading that one. Knight of Pentacles. The Queen. And our King. And okay, we have a couple extra people here. Valdise. I don't know who she is. Oh, just Valdise. That's the last person. There's the backs. I wonder if we're supposed to use her as a significator because she has the cards there. Is she the like, I don't know, or maybe she's the fortune teller. I like her purse and her pearls and her hat. I like her whole style, really. Okay. So I didn't get a chance to see these first couple cards. So I'm just gonna flip through them really quickly because oh, this is gorgeous. I was reading. I really love the way she's illustrated these. Now this is it gives me for Hoxa vibes. This lady here. I like this high priestess a lot. The Empress. Look at that. But there's blood on her belly. Yeah, I'm definitely putting a little trigger warning before before we go through these at the beginning of this at the beginning of this flip through. I like this though. I thought it was gonna be more scary, but it doesn't feel scary whatsoever. It's beautiful. Um, I like her artwork. Obviously I like her artwork. I have like 7 of her decks, but look at that. um, I like her choices here, and I can't wait to read the story behind all of these. Look at that. Was he tagging this and fell? Yeah, because he's got a spray can there. I'm glad that she went borderless with it. This new cardstock does make the colors a little dull. Um, it could be also that she's made it sort of ghostly, but I found that with the other one too. Ooh, I think that's what's on the cover of the box. Or no, that was what was on the thank you card. I found that with the Ravens too. I think it's the finish on the cards, the semi gloss finish made the colors pop just a little bit more. But this, I can still see this, and it doesn't feel. It still feels colorful. Look at her with the roller skates. Yes, come through. I hope she didn't die roller skating. That would suck. Oh no. I just watched a movie the other day that I hadn't seen in a long time about a beauty queen that died and then came back to life when the guy that was supposed to be doing her autopsy kissed her. Long story. I'm not gonna get into it, but it sounds crazy, but it was a good movie. It was now. Page of Wands. I hadn't seen it in a long time. It was on TV. I think it's called Elvis, and the guy's name was Elvis, and the girl's name I can't remember. Y'all have to look it up. Dude from The Handmaid's Tale was in it, or The Handmaid's Tale. This is cute. I like this a lot. Sorry. All right, so let's read from the guidebook. I got a little lost in this. I know you guys have already seen these. Look at that. What happened here? It's like a meteor. Wow. How did she? Did you guys ever watch that show, A Thousand Ways to Die, when it was on? It was more funny than this is. Okay, I remember seeing these, but it definitely gave you like a bunch of ways that people could just lose their life. Mostly it was people being silly and doing crazy things. Sometimes it was just random stuff like this guy watching the sky at night and a meteor going through his chest. But okay, let's read from the guidebook for the fool. So this is long, so I'm going to just put it here. So if you don't want to listen to me read it, you can read it for yourself. Hang on. You can screenshot it and read it for yourself. So it says the church was filled to standing room only as a nervous, deeply in love fiance waited alone at the altar, anticipating the start of the music and his first glimpse of the young bride. Lillian Windermere arrived in her wedding dress on time, ready to walk down the aisle, but then, suddenly, a thought she couldn't dismiss crossed her mind. Something had caught her attention. There was something more worth exploring. Visions of joy filled her head, yet the venue didn't seem right. Suddenly, the situation felt off. She knew she needed to go. There was one more adventure within her, and she trusted that it would all make sense in the end. For a moment, Lillian thought about her darling groom, who often grumbled about her rash decisions and penchant for spontaneous trips, as he preferred well organized plans. She then thought about the guests who would view her as being careless. Instead of doing what was expected, she grabbed the suitcase she had prepared for her honeymoon and slipped out the back door without a second thought. In her flowing white dress, Lillian danced down the path leading into the woods. She felt a weight lift. She was free to explore. Each leaf seemed more beautiful than the last, and the crows cawing sounded like a symphony between the trees. All was right with the world for Lillian. She didn't know where she was going, but she found wonder and awe every step of the way. As daylight began to wane, Lillian realized she had wandered off the path. Shrugging it off, she continued her journey, knowing that eventually she would find the end of the woods. Lillian stood in a small clearing, marveling at how the light of the low sun glistened like copper between the trees, taking in the beauty of the world around her. In her innocence, she could not fathom a reason to be afraid and continued on into the night. The following day, a family gathering firewood near a campsite made a somber discovery. Lillian's lifeless body, her white dress blending with the morning mist. Yet the locals say that in late summer, if you wander into the woods in the early hours, the spirit of Lillian Windermere appears. It's believed that her ghost, still clad in her wedding dress, guides and protects travelers on their path, her free spirit forever roaming the woods she loved. The Fool's general message. The Fool arrives as a reminder that every journey starts with a single step and that life's greatest adventures often come from the unexpected. Embrace the unknown, trust the process, and be open to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Remember, while the Fool embarks on her journey with little more than her intuition and luggage, her open heart and genuine curiosity are her trustworthy guides. Don't be afraid to step into the unknown. Sometimes the best path is the one not yet taken. Embrace the journey, for it is not just about the destination, but the experiences and lessons along the way. Wow, that was pretty good. I'm dying to read the guidebook, but I don't have time to do it this month. So I'm gonna shuffle this for you. Shuffles like a dream. I have one other deck from her with this cardstock. It's very nice. It's heavy. It's cord. It doesn't catch the light. It does take a little bit to push it together the first couple of shuffles, but I think I don't know. I don't use the Raven's Prophecy that much, but I I think that this will loosen up after some use. It does clump with the fan, just so you know. It's not like a super smooth fan, but it's not terrible. And like I said, the push together takes a little bit, but it's not like that super sticky. It's not like that super sticky rose petal that of yore. It's definitely, if you're a riffle shuffler, you can get a perfect shuffle on it, and it bridges back together lovely. So that's the shuffle, and that's it. So if you let me know if you have this one, what you think. I think this is beautiful. I'm excited about how peoply it is, and I'm dying to read the guidebook. Um, so I'll probably pop this right back in order. Oh, let's look at Valdez. Who is she? Let's see who she is. Is she in this guidebook? Let's see real quick. Yeah, here she is. All right. So it says, who is she? Let's just see. Her message is pay attention what is telling you to what is telling you right now. That's her message, and what your intuition is telling you right now. And there's a story about her, so I'm guessing she's one of the departed, but it reads as if the writer of the book spoke to her, like went to her as she's a medium, and then realized later that she wasn't really alive. So I'm excited to read this guidebook. That's all I have to say about that. Like, I want to read the guidebook and see how the deck reads. but I like the way it looks and I like the choices and I'm excited. I'm excited. That's all I got. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. I'll put in the description box below the link to MJ Cullinane's website so that you can maybe check out, get on her lists or see if she has any extra decks. If you know anybody, I love this one. If you know anybody who think might want to see this, just if you would share it, that'd be great. It helps the algorithm and it helps people see the videos. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye. Oh no, poor guy.